The season has been a memorable one, but it will come to an end for one of these teams today. Both looking to become bowl eligible by securing their 6th victory. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas A&M's offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Plows through the defense. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Fires on the move. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Craver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. With jet sweep pass. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here. And
he's not going to take the touchback. Nothing wrong with the touch back, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Harbor.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He'll do it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Going downfield for the big play. He caught it. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kramer. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Gets rid of it. No other words. That was just a terrible throw. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Going with the ground game left. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He'll keep it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch
and the rush will get to him at the 25. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending this.
Turning it on! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's picked off. That's number 10. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Off play action on first down. He's got it on the sideline. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Pass to Sticks, still on his feet. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Carroll. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Run in the red zone. It's Daniels. Hard running there. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On the run, still looking. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's open on the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his man, it's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this.
He's got it on the outside. Look out! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback, because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Complete on third down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Oh, he's got some space. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Offensive plays when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
With the catch, it's Concepcion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A&M comes back out with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Owens. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the air. It's Reed. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
So after the first down run, here's second down. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead with the 6.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Catch in the middle, it's Russell. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships too.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. He's got it and still on his feet. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Running back searching for a hole. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Gamecocks. Out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you could see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Split backs here. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He fires one deep down the right side. Here's an interception early, and they need that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
On the ground, it's Owens. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The gift to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Power football with the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the ground with the counter. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown! more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 45. Ball is loose. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Now on first down from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Rolling right and going deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
First and goal, South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play, and they'll send out the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. Absolute shame. Missed it. And here in the fourth quarter, still all tied up, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll try the run. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Quick strike complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Owens. Jukes his way for more. Smashes ahead. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.